Today the main task is going to be similar to our task 4 of the homework. Make the camera follow the player, just like in Rio Doodle Jump. In order to have real coordinates for the stuff and those coordinates to be able to be really big outside of 800 limit for X and 600 limit for Y, then there are going to be specific different coordinates for the screen appearance of everything and its actual coordinates. For example, if something stays on X 1000, normally it's not going to be visible. But if this is the player and the camera also follows the player, then apparently things that are around 1000 are going to be visible. And for example, if we want the player to be visible in the most left part of the playing field, then the playing field will contain stuff that are from, if my X is 1000, then the playing field will have stuff visible from X bigger than 1000 and smaller than only 800 pixels to the right of 1000. So we are going to be able to see stuff up with X up to 1800. So this is not going to be always just like this. Pretty soon the player is going to move a little bit to the right or a little bit down or in some direction. If our X is now 1005, then we are going to be again on the left part of the playing field, of the visible part of the playing field. So the most left part is now going to be at 1005, and apparently the most right part of the playing field is going to be 800 pixels to the right at 1805. So apparently we should be talking about the real coordinates of stuff, and also we should take care of the coordinates that we use to draw something on the screen. Our game today is going to be a racer game, and I want it to be similar to, for example, this game, in which, again, as you can see, I'm always moving to the right, and everything else looks like it's coming to the left, but actually all the other cars and the lines of the road are on a constant X, and the only reason that I see them coming to the left is because I'm moving to the right. So everything in this game should have of values just like real X. For example, enemy car real X, and from it we can subtract camera X to understand the current screen X of the enemy car. In the beginning, I don't want you to have a lot of cars. I want you to create just the player car with its actual X, with its real X. And according to this real X of the player, you can select some camera X. As you can see in the game that I am showing you, the player car is not exactly on screen X0. There is a few pixels here, and depending on what value do we select for camera X, we can make the camera be exactly on the spot of the player or just a few pixels to the left. The important task now is to use this camera X to evaluate from enemy car real X a good value for current screen enemy car X. So make a game with just a player and one enemy car. Good luck.